Ciao Juventini of the world, my name is Giuseppe, welcome back on the channel. I hope you're all doing well. As you noticed in recent days, I'm waiting a bit before uploading the videos. I'm waiting that I have enough qualitative news to bring you, that what I'm sending you and that you're watching from home, at least you're happy with it. Because it is international break, we don't have a lot of diverse topics to speak about, except of repeating everything the same. Cope manner, yes, maybe, no. Going with crazy lineups, 24-25, Allegri in, Allegri out. It's always a repetition. So I want really to go towards something that is qualitative. So thank you for your patience on waiting on my videos. Really, really appreciate it. Maximum of like, don't forget to subscribe and also to support the channel. We are that close to 29,000 Juventini. Depends really on you. So continue to help me if you want to. It's extremely appreciated. In today's video, I will also criticize an article that I read on Tuttosport where I don't 100% agree with, because they are speaking about the value that this season Max Allegri has brought to some players, increasing the value of the team of Juventus, where I believe it's not 100% correct. So if you want to hear about criticism, wait a bit until the end of the video. But first I start with the question of the day. This morning I watched that Juventus Easter egg, beautiful one. You can find it in your home. I can find it here in Belgium, depending on the store, especially Italian specialized store. They know it. It's always trendy that Juventus beautiful Easter egg. What is the gift that you want to find inside it? Just imagine. Open it, and what do you want to find it? For the return at La Continassa, starting to prepare the remaining part of the season. That will be important, vital, crucial, whatever you want to. Don't start with the dismissal of Allegri or Juventus sacking Allegri, because this is not realistic. This is crazy. It would have happened already a few days ago. But let me know, I'm curious. And the most funny one, the most creative one, the most beautiful ones, I will try to pick some, and tomorrow in the video, I want to go through them to a few of your comments. So let me know. I'm really curious. Now, congratulations to USA with Weston McKennie and Timo Weah that yesterday night or this early morning, I don't know how to say it, well, they won the Nations League back to back for the third consecutive time. Congratulations to USA. Congratulations to all the people that are watching the channel and are coming from USA, like the people yesterday from USA, Italian or generation from Italy, that were able to see yesterday Italy against Ecuador 2-0 for a team of Spalletti. I know that there was a fantastic atmosphere in the stadium. Congratulations to all of you as well. Now, you know what? There's one thing that makes me pissed off, because I will never know. And that makes me really pissed off. That unknown makes me angry. When I'm watching, and we will not speak about Formula 1, but I will link it with Juve. When I'm watching the 3 pages of Italy Today, Corriere dello Sport, Red Carpet, speaking about Formula 1 Ferrari. Gazzetta dello Sport, Magia Rossa, Red Magic, speaking about Formula 1. Tuttosport, Saints and Ferrari from another world, speaking about Formula 1, speaking about Ferrari, that yesterday, after so many years, they ended first and second position. Saints first, second Leclerc. Congratulations, I was extremely happy, super happy about that. But what makes me angry is that yesterday, Verstappen, because of a deflection to the car, well, he went out quite early in the game, and then they won. They didn't win the World Cup, they didn't win the best pilot of the entire Grand Prix season. It was just one game. And we will never know if with Verstappen they would have finished first and second. We will never know. We will never know. You know what makes me angry? That we will never know if possibly we could have fought for the Scudetto until the last game. We will never know. Because we don't know if Inter with Juventus there back-to-back, if we continued what we did extremely well until the end of January, if we would have put some pressure to Inter after them being eliminated from Champions League, after them drawing against Napoli, they would have totally collapsed mentally. We don't know. We don't know why. Because of ourselves, because of a disaster, horrible, awful, shameful February, and not that March started much better. We will never know. And this makes me angry. In the beginning of the season, I wanted to win the Scudetto, but it is not the obligation that I asked to Juve. I wanted one thing more than anything, that Juventus this season would have fought for the Scudetto until the end of the season. Possibly, hopefully, winning it, but at least fighting until the end. We went well, until January, we went well, because in terms of points, we were there, and then boom. And that makes me so angry, extremely angry. Anyway, Not everyone is back at La Continassa. We already played a few games, a lot of games with a lot of players. There are still a few that needs to be played. Today, for example, Kostic will play with Serbia. Tomorrow, Miretti with the under-21. Iling Jr. as well tomorrow. A lot of games will finish, by the way, tomorrow. Yildiz against Austria. Szczesny against Wales, to understand if yes or no he will be there at Euro 2024. Rabiot that needs to revenge a 2-0 loss against Germany. And then Bremer and Danilo. Danilo playing as a right back with Brazil when they beat England. As a captain, he did extremely well. And Bremer, maybe a few minutes for him because he didn't play in that first game. So not all of them are back. But not only the already Juve players played, we also had our eyes pointed at Adzic, the promise for the future, for Primavera under 19 or next gen with the open window to the first team in a near future. Well, Adzic was doing well. 2 goals for him in 2 games. Giving actually Montenegro, his national team, the possibility to qualify for the next rounds. So beautiful, a beautiful free kick. It's good, because we don't speak a lot about him, but he's doing really, really well. And Juventus on youth player, on young players, well, they anticipated a lot, like Adzic, but also Barrido that is doing well with our under 16 and maybe in a near future can even be promoted to the next team. We spoke a lot about youth team. There is just one guy that I wanted to mention that is sometimes linked to Juve, even if I don't believe that can happen, but it's Toni Kroos. Because we are speaking about 16 years old, even sometimes even about 14 years old, 18 years old, whatever. Endrick that did well with Brazil at 17 years old. Here there is a guy of 34, Toni Kroos, that is at the end of contract with Real Madrid. Some people wanted to tell me that he was finished. Some people, they wanted to tell me that he was finished. Now, it's not clear yet where he will go. Probably he will extend with Real Madrid. Some people are even saying that he could possibly return to Bayern Munich or in Germany. A guy like Toni Kroos, I would not say no. I tell you the truth, I would not say no, absolutely. But what is at the moment, because we have still a few games to play, as I told you, between today and tomorrow, what is actually the point of the situation, or the most important news? We are preparing Lazio Juve against Tudor. We know that Vlahovic will not be there because he can't, suspension. We know that Milik will not be there because of injury. It will be Moiskin that will play. The big question is who with? Who will he partner with against Tudor and Lazio? Will it be Chiesa? Will it be Kenan Yildiz? If you're looking at the recent history, without any doubt, it will be Chiesa, because he's the starter of Juventus, because he received all the chances for Max Allegri. But if you're looking at the recent forms, well, Kenan Yildiz did extremely well with Turkey. Extremely well. They lost, but they did extremely well. While Chiesa was not able to do extremely well. A lot of criticism towards the number 7 of Juventus, number 14 of the Azzurri. At the moment, I would personally choose for Kenan Yildiz partnering with Moiskin. That would be my choice at the moment, because Chiesa looks like he didn't get out of that situation. A Pellegrini, for example, that started extremely bad in the season with Mourinho, found himself back with De Rossi, but also in national team. Yesterday, Pellegrini from Roma, the one from Roma, not the one from Lazio, not our ex-player, did extremely well. That rebirth of Chiesa, well, we didn't see it. Yesterday, he didn't even enter. Why? Locatelli entered late in second half, Cambiaso a few minutes at the end, and even receiving a yellow card for losing time. Smart, Smart Cambiaso that really wanted to win that game. Maybe even Spalletti told him, lose some time. Well, we didn't see yesterday Chiesa playing in USA. It is what it is. So according to me, Yildiz from the start, that would be personally my option immediate. Then you can change, you can do whatever you want to, but that would be my first option. Incroci pericolosi, dangerous meeting between Juventus and Lazio, between Max Allegri and Tudor. This is what Gazzetta dello Sport is writing. Max will be tested by Tudor. 3 meetings in 1 month, because we know it. First we start with Serie A, then we have immediately Coppa Italia, and then the return game in Coppa Italia. 3 games that could possibly be decisive for the future of Max. There are some rumors that are saying whatever happened, Max will stay until the end of the season. There are some rumors that are saying whatever happens, he will even continue until the end of the contract. Some people are saying maybe he will receive a extra contract. There are some rumors that are saying that the two next game against Lazio could already be decisive. If Max Allegri can't win in Serie A and can't win in that first leg of semi-final of Coppa Italia, his future could be at risk. So these 3 games, especially the 2 first ones, could already be so important to understand the future of Max Allegri, which at today, on the 25th of March, is really difficult because one is going that way, the other one is going that way, which honestly, I don't even mind that much because you can see it in 2 ways. Or the club, the management, they don't know yet, which would make me worry. On the other side, they are not leaking info yet, which I would really appreciate because that's the thing that you do. You don't leak any information as long as you have clear objectives already to know what you want to do. Then, speaking about Lazio, I read a few days ago Tudor that said, I want to play offensive football, I want to play aggressive football, I want to play beautiful football. And a lot of people, of course, say, but look, we should have gone with Tudor. Tudor, understand it, Tudor is the way, blah, 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 blah. Modern football coach and so on. And I went back to Johan Cruyff because I saw that quote yesterday or 2 days ago where he said, no, not yesterday, it's a quote from the past that I watched again and saw yesterday. He said, good football without result is pointless. Results without good football is boring. It's beautiful. It's nice. I don't understand when people are saying, for example, only winning is possible if you play defensive football or you don't attack too much, you don't expose yourselves. Or on the other side, if you play beautiful football, you can't win. I don't understand that. Or one the way or the other. I like when both are being able to be shown on the field. Aggressivity, offensive football, a winning football. That's why I'm not a big fan of a De Zerbi philosophy or a Zeman philosophy. Only football that is beautiful is the most important thing, while I don't agree with only winning football is the other thing. If you can pair both, it's important. On the other side, I agree with Tudor when he's saying, wait, it's true that I said that, but I love to win. I love to win, not entertain. That's what he said. He corrected actually what he said the day before. I love to win. I want to win. That's my priority, not entertaining. But it's true that when I'm watching as a tifoso, as a neutral fan, when I'm watching a football game and it's not beautiful, it's not entertaining, when it's boring, then I change channel. So I totally understand. A few news here and there. Jalo, the question, where is he? What about Jalo? When will we see him? Well, one of the 2 games against Lazio could be the game of Jalo, probably in Coppa Italia. It's tough in the beginning to see him. Why? Because he was recuperating from his injury, big injury. On the other side, well, we know it. And the results of Juve, the disaster result of Juve in the last games, well, they're a bit complicated to just test a new player, especially in defense. But I'm convinced that we will see soon Jalo. I read an article on Tuttosport where I didn't agree 100% with, because you see it on the front page is written, Juventus goes over the 50 million. It's more than in the past. So an increase of Juventus in terms of value per player of a total of 50 million more. They make a calculation, an increase of 53 million euro. That's plus 12% from the last season. But what I don't like is when they are putting the sentence, Allegri, even result, not result, is succeeding in that mission in bringing value of the player. On that one, I don't agree that much. I agree partially, but not 100%, because it can't be only Allegri. First of all, because who went and found the players that we are bringing value to? It's the club. A Kenan Yildiz, for example, is one of these players. Could have been a Huijsen, could have been a Soule that are not in that ranking because they are loaned out, so they don't count. But a lot of players that are increasing their value are not because of Max Allegri initially, because it was the club to find them. So I don't agree that it's Allegri only that is bringing value. On the other side, it's true that when Max Allegri is deciding to have them in the first team, already letting them train with the first team. For example, Kenan Yildiz came from under 19, went over the next gen, so didn't even play with next gen except of a few games here and there, and going to the first team, well, it's a decision from Max Allegri together with management, training every single day, learning also from other players that are around you, like a Federico Chiesa, a Vlahovic, a Locatelli, or whatever player. You bring value, even if it's not only in game day, you bring them value. It's true. Bremer, it's undeniable, best season of his career so far, even if the results are not what they are, but best season of his career so far. Rabiot is a player that we know it grew a lot also with Max Allegri, but not all of the players. It's this because Max Allegri. Because we know it, a Kenan Yildiz, when he has a value of, I don't know, 1 million euro, he's starting to play a few minutes here and there with Juventus in first team, and he's doing one dribble, two dribbles, one goal, two goals, the value will increase automatically. So I didn't agree with the point of view or how they explained it. It's Max Allegri is bringing value. Yes, partially for training session, for the games, for launching young players. Why not? But not entirely. I don't agree. There are players themselves that are showing them, that are improving them. There is also the management that made some choices, also obliging the team, first team, to count on next-gen players. You see, a Kostic that decreased in value, for example. You have pros and contrasts. So I didn't agree 100% with that one, that article that was well written, but according to me, really incomplete. Juventus ahead of Tottenham in the race for Calafiori. Calafiori, according to me, if there is a really big priority to start with, and immediately anticipating everyone, Champions League, no Champions League, should be Calafiori. Calafiori can play in a 4-man defense, can play in a 3-man defense, can play on the left, can play on the right, can play in diverse roles. It is young, it is Italian, at the moment still a low value, so not crazy value. It's a player that you need. With Max Allegri, with Thiago Motta, whoever will join, Conte, whatever, Calafiori, fast. And when I'm reading is ahead of Tottenham, I'm extremely happy about that. Maximum of like, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Grazie, forza, Juve.
Juve per sempre sarà Juve, storia di un grande amore, bianco che abbraccia il